Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've done a live stream, but here I am. I'm pretty excited to do the new Archon quest over at Genshin Impact. 4.7 did get released today, and pretty excited about it. That being said, it's been a while since I've streamed, so I'm kind of rough at doing all this stuff again. So please bear with me while I try to make sense of my settings once again. According to my streaming software, it has been 2 months. Wow, since my last stream. But I've still kept playing Genshin, still kept playing Helldivers 2. Occasionally I would play a different game every now and then. But yeah, it's been a while. 2 months since my last stream. That's insane now that I think about it. But here we are. Happy to be back. And Genshin appropriately plays this wonderful soundtrack. I love this. And for the first time ever, I'm streaming on X, or I still call it Twitter, I'm sorry. But yes, for the first time ever, I'm streaming on Twitter. I didn't even know that was an option. But yes, we are simulcast on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and for the first time ever, X. For some reason, I also have the option to stream on TikTok, but something is up with my settings for that. Hopefully the stream is okay. But whoever you are, wherever you are in the world, thank you for joining me. Let's play some Genshin. Another nice thing that happened was when the 4.7 update dropped, I did my pulls, and I did get Chlorand, which is nice. In my first 10 pull, that's insane. I was supposed to skip her, to be honest, but I figured I'll do 110 pull. Why not? I had enough Freemo gems, and or not even Freemo gems. I had I had enough of those free fates for a 10 pull. So I went ahead and did that, and I got Chlorand. I've done nothing with her, but let's see. Where is she? She should be at the very bottom. Cool. Other than what I've seen from the Archon quests and the various story quests and the trailer for Fontaine, I know pretty much nothing about her. I've seen no leaks or anything. You know what? I'll level her up. I'll do at least that. Bad timing, I didn't get any of her voice lines for that, but anyway, that's Chlorand. I was very lucky. The first 10 pull. I was supposed to skip her. I was looking forward to who was it? I forget. For the Natlan characters, whoever they are. But this being an Archon quest, I kind of have the weird thing where I have to have the Traveler in the party. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, let's talk about my Arlecchino build for a second. The only thing I have to do left is to level up her talents. I plan to bring her up to 999, and we're getting pretty close. Maybe I can already? No, I can't. What day is it today? Alright, that's what we're going to use our resin for. We're going to farm for her talent book. But this is what everyone wants to see, I suppose. After lots and lots and lots of farming, I finally have a decent set for her on the Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy set, which is supposedly her best in slot. Pretty standard build. You want to get a lot of her Oh, really? Doesn't matter to me. I just do this for fun. Anyone who watches is welcome. Everyone is welcome here. So, I have like you want your attack on her, uh, and crit, and that's pretty much it. Energy recharge would be nice. This is actually a really nice piece now that I look at it. Her feather, again, pretty lucky with the rolls. I wasn't expecting pretty much all of it to go to crit damage, but some of it went to elemental mastery, which is always nice. It's the sands that I want to get a better piece, but I did get an attack percent. That's a small victory already. The substats aren't that great, and the one substat that I like, the rolls actually didn't go its way, so sad. The goblet, yeah, pyro damage bonus. I did have one with both crit rate and crit damage, but the other substats were lousy. This one did at least have attack percent, so I put it on her. We have a crit rate circlet, because we did get a lot of substats on crit damage, which is nice. So I opted for a crit rate circlet, even though I do have her weapon, which already does have a crit rate substat. So what do we have when it comes to stats? We have a crit rate of 71.4%, which is really high, and crit damage of 159.9%. So it's almost a 1:2 ratio, which is supposedly what everyone should be going for, but I really don't care about that. I have a shield strength bonus. Why? It won't tell me. But yeah, attack of 2,333, which is okay. My biggest attack is still with Navia, who has 3,003, which is pretty insane. But yes, my Arlecchino build is okay. I'm okay with it. I'm mostly I can't say I'm free to play, but I'm not a whale either. Otherwise, I would have gotten platinum in that one event, that one combat event. But I did get 3-star golds in most of the the Saurian something event. Anyway, I digress. We're here for the Archon quest. This is what I'm really looking forward to in this update. So let's get down to it. Bedtime Story, Chapter 4, Act 6 of the Archon Quests. Cold Case Commission. Oh, we have to go to Sumeru. Alright. You arrive at the Adventurers Guild in Sumeru. Catherine seems to have a very tricky commission for your docket. What is this? Enabled focus experience mode to avoid conflicts with other quests occupying locations or characters. That is helpful, now that I think about it, especially when Fontaine just got released. We had a lot of conflict with various quests. I have an exclamation point at the story quests. Why? Oh, of course, yes, Chlorand. We can unlock that, so let's do that. Cool, but we're not starting that yet. Alright, let's go to Sumeru. I just did Sino's Act 2 story quest a few days ago, and it was actually decent. I liked it. But it required us to go to Sumeru, and now we're going back. Alright, Dainsleif, what do you have in store for us this time? Dainsleif is showing up, isn't he? I wasn't able to watch the live stream from Hoyoverse. I'm supposed to talk to Catherine, right? Yes, okay. Where's her voice? I am doing the Archon quest, right? Perfect. It's YouTube. Oh shoot! You know what? That's my fault. I turned off the dialogue volume. Anyway, you're going to have to put up with my voice for a second. Ah, perfect, it's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job. The only ones for the job? Huh, if our help... I really can't do this. I am a voice actor, but... Anyway, yes, if our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right? I certainly hope so. I've never heard of that classification before, but sure, we're happy to take this on. Which Archon do you need us to deal with today? The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person. Oh? Huh? Then why did he say we were the only ones for the job? I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years. Well, that's us for sure. Flattery will get you everywhere with Paimon, but I can't guarantee we'll be able to complete it either. That's fair. All I'm asking for is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission. Oh wow, we're really the last resort. Okay, so who are we looking for, and what is it about this commission that made it so hard to complete? This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance. But it is a him. Maybe it's Dainsleaf? Huh. They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? Oh, he's from the village, so no, it's not Dainsleaf. If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of prank or something? Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs more to carry out. True, that would be a little strange. In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand. Hey, thanks, Exera-san. But I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far from reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source. True. Alright then, let's go. Paimon is starting to get really curious about this whole thing. Alright, let's go to our settings. And to think one of the things that excited me about this Archon quest is that we'd have voice acting, but why do I have... whatever. Yeah, that we'd have voice acting, and I forgot that I turned off all the dialogue.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Nice. Another new thing about this stream is I have a new controller. I'm one of those who play on PC but use a controller instead of keyboard and mouse. But I have a new one. It's the Ghoulie Kit's King Kong 3 Max, I think is what it's called. So I'm just trying. This is the first time I'm trying it out. So the trigger buttons in particular feel very different from the King Kong 2, which I have here. They all come in this nifty little case. But yes, some things feel different, so I kind of have to get used to that. Yeah, anyway, we are going to Vimara Village, which is down here. I might as well, before I leave, I might as well do the expeditions.
Ad Astra Abyssa.
Cool. I love that they made that easier. They made it a shortcut. You remember the days when you had to go through each and every expedition to get your rewards? New Genshin players have a lot going for them.
We made it to Vamara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
I forget what made this hard. There are so many Darshans, and you're not even talking about the... It's been a while since I've been here. Wow. Are you? Yes.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vamara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
Hey Dom, I'm sorry to hear about your Ghoulie Kit 2. I'm the one who convinced you to buy one, so I feel kind of bad about it. But yes, it's the perfect excuse to buy a Ghoulie Kit 3. The main thing about it... I'm sorry everyone, we're going to talk about gaming paraphernalia for just a few seconds. It has, and this is the reason I bought it, it has these extra buttons in the back where you can attach paddles to. So, say for example, if you're playing Helldivers 2, you can assign that as a communications button. So, that's the main reason I bought the controller. It also has these nifty LED lights, you know, to make it all pretty. But yes, and apparently it has haptic so-and-so with the triggers, which make them feel very different. But I suppose they'd be good for racing games because you could really, it's super analog. You can really specify just how much throttle, for example, you want on your thing. But yes, anyway, I digress. Let's get back to Genshin.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
So those 3 questions are a no-go then. Is there anything else you can tell us?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now.
How strange. Strange things are
At least
afoot.
that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Can someone tell us what he looks like at least? If we're supposed to look for this person, his appearance would help. But it is nice to know that he's a nice guy.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
Who could this be?
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise.
I've ruled out Dainsleif. It's not Dainsleif. I don't know. Probably some NPC, I guess.
There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Okay.
Huh. Alright, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Yeah, I guess we have to. So we've ascertained in our investigation that this missing person is a pretty stand-up guy. And I miss Sumeru. I miss the music. It's Fontaine is great and all, but I don't know. It lacks a certain je ne sais quoi, I guess, that is in pretty much every area that we've experienced prior. I guess, okay.
Is that guests I hear?
Yes.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Wow, thank you.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his
Well,
appearance.
thanks a lot,
But
sir.
I do remember hearing the sound of his voice.
Okay.
Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others.
Okay. We've established that he is a fabulous guy. Fantastic person.
He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter
That
how
is- yeah.
you look at it, I should know those things.
That is
For
interesting.
some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
No, it's the same with the other guy. He just doesn't remember. And I'm sorry, my microphone settings are a bit off. Okay, he just doesn't remember anything about this super cool dude. Who, what is it about this guy?
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out. Well, Traveler, what do you think?
There's probably more to this case than meets the eye. I agree. It's kind of sus that everyone just forgot about this person. They just know he's not there. A lot of things are not adding up.
I don't think so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name.
I agree.
And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
I would say it's more like he's someone who only exists in people's memories.
Wait, So you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with?
Ooh, interesting.
Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one.
It's okay,
Someone
Paimon.
who only exists in people's memories?
Could it be like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada? Like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories? Are they talking about the Wanderer? Could be. Could be.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yes.
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission.
Miss NPC, I just have to say, I like your outfit. That's pretty good.
My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
We'll certainly try our best.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Cool. Oh, it's kind of a bit of on the far side. It's been a while since I played as the Traveler. Just curious, did I do anything with his talents? Not really, and I don't have anything. Oh wow, he needs 2 different talent books. That's kind of dumb. I'll give him this. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Was it the same for the previous areas? Like he needed different talent books for depending on whatever level the talent is in. Because I'm only noticing it now. That's... Anyway, we don't need to do anything with that. No, I'm not gonna do the random event.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
Why?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all.
Aw.
Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
I can relate. Yes, I think I get what you mean. That's what family is for.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
I used to have someone like that, a family member that I could talk to no matter what. But now, I have a lot of friends who understand me and would be happy to hear me out. Okay.
Wow, that sounds sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
I wonder, it could be the Wanderer, right?
Wow, you two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore.
He said they. So, that kind of rules out the Wanderer. As far as we know, he's only had one parent, quote unquote.
I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
That's fair.
Still not much to go off of.
Yeah, all we've gotten was this guy he's just a great guy. No one remembers what he looks like. No one remembers his name. He may have only existed in memories. That's why I was thinking of the Wanderer, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
Don't say that. You helped us understand him better.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now.
That is slightly interesting. I wonder. It is a he. They keep using the pronoun he or him.
Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It was always the same time of day, and time never seemed to pass. Why does this all sound familiar for some reason? We've encountered an area like that in one of the world quests, where it's a place like there's a lagoon and there's an island in the middle of the lagoon with a tree, and like time has just stood still. We went there with Jet. I don't remember the name of the area, but yeah, maybe. Based on what we've learned, this is definitely not a regular missing persons case. What Atosa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
They look like they're arguing. Oh.
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Oh. I thought he would run away.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Gather!
Coming at ya! Watch out! Hiya!
Oh, there's more.
I will have order.
A proper send-off! From the Spinowitz to the watch out! Watch out!
much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
The question we should be asking now is, what is the Abyss Order doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Well, that stinks.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved.
Maybe.
Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something, that could spell trouble for the villagers.
Cool. Oh,
Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsleif!
nice. What's he doing?
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
So, it's not Dainsleif.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
So it's not the Wanderer.
Why do you always
it's
have
not
to pop up out of nowhere
Dainsleif.
like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just...
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on their tail, but I'll admit we ran into them on accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is
Perchance.
most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
The loom of fate.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
Oh, probably. That's for sure.
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, let's see what more we can learn from the villagers. And after that, you also owe us many answers. For sure, Dainsleif. We should just talk about that right now. We should forget the missing guy, you know? Give us some answers.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you.
Whatever, man.
Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk. Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly trail activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
I just realized, because I was about to ask, how come Dainsleif didn't go to Fontaine? But he also never went to Inazuma. So, yeah, just something I observed. Well then, how about the intel you promised me?
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Ooh, okay, here we go. Oh, great. Now is not the time for me to tell you about this. Let's talk about something else.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I want to have faith in her. However, in a manner of speaking, no, I want to have faith in her.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened.
Well, maybe if someone would just tell us everything?
There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done.
Oh, thank you.
The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
Vedrfolnir. The name is of the style of someone like, Vindagnir. So I have a feeling Vedrfolnir is of a similar ancestry as Vindagnir. Or like, the Ragnvindr people or clan. Anyway, the Visionary.
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Okay.
Your brother?
What happened between the two of you? No, I'm more interested in this. What really happened in Khaenri'ah back then?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Khaenri'ah.
Okay.
The wise Roptatyr, the visionary Vedrfolnir,
Oh.
Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
Oh my gosh, I got goosebumps. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Rhindaughter has been brought up. Sertologi, his name has come up before, but I can't remember what for. The foul. How do you pronounce this? Rocker of Solnari, Rerir. But yes, Gold has been brought up. Very, very interesting.
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Why are you looking at me like that? Okay, hang on. Dainsleif has a thing against Rhindaughter, against Sertologi, against, all 5 of them. Very, very interesting. So, my mind is now drifting to Albedo, but he's really not important right now.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one
Oh,
who
that's
created
right,
Albedo.
Skirk's master.
Sertologi is Skirk's master.
So all of this is definitely taking place after the Fontaine Archon quest, because we've already met Skirk. Because I was kind of wondering when all of this takes place.
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Somehow, everything is connected. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in that ruin in Fontaine, the ones that outlined Fontaine's prophecy, that was likely Vedrfolnir's doing as well. Why? How did we make that connection?
They were once people of great esteem in Khaenri'ah, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster, the ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world.
We are getting so many lore drops that it's making my head spin. So the Vinster King, who the heck is this? And the 6 of them should have stopped him.
Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot to unpack.
So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power.
We do know Sir Logi is somewhere out there. Rhine-daughter is still doing her thing, I think. Yeah. So, are all of them still around? That's quite possible.
And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
And then, my sibling came into contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
Oh, man. Okay. We do know that the sibling does not like Dainsleif. But may have good relations with Dainsleif's brother. It must be hard to talk about all of this, but thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
Now please tell us everything else.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
Okay.
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
What did happen to that? I kind of feel like he lost it when he went through the portal, I think.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Yeah, that was supposed to be their plan, wasn't it?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment.
Oh.
The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
If we could think about the ley lines as, threads, maybe they are related to the Loom of Fate. I'm just making this stuff up.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable.
What are you gonna make us do this time?
My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
And one of the things that flows through ley lines are memories.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Perchance? Memories, ley lines, the Loom of Fate, the missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Wait, Dainsleif, when we first saw you, you were just doing these magic bursts like the mighty Tim from Oh, what's that movie? Monty Python and the Holy Grail. What
Well,
was
if
that
we're
about?
teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow. So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
I didn't sleep well either. My head's a mess.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Memories that should not exist. Was that enough to complete our commissions? Yeah. You know what? I'll take care of this business first. Hey, Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for
Ooh. Nice.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Ooh. What is up?
Did something happen?
What's wrong, Dane?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Ooh. What could this be?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before.
Oh. Hey.
Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Well, what exactly did you remember?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What?
What?
I'm with Paimon.
Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Does he, though?
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
But he's supposedly this awesome Mr. Goody Two Shoes.
Wait
How
then.
is that even possible?
All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Is the eye still safe? What if that memory is real?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the Eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the Eye is still in our possession.
Hang on, everyone. I'm just gonna get some water to drink. I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I'm oh gosh. I'm also eating a Jolly Rancher, so
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
but what if someone follows us? It's hard to talk with a piece of hard candy in your mouth. Never did that before. Anyway, if we go straight there and someone is on our tail, aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted that memory in the first place. To force Dane to confirm the eye's location. Given what I know of him, though, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. It seems like he might already have a plan. Lead the way, Dane.
Of course.
I gotta grow up quickly so I can go find Rana.
What did happen to Rana?
I wanna go traveling too.
What is she up to nowadays? Where are we going? Oh wow, that's... I wasn't expecting to go all the way there. We're really near Liyue already. Oh wow.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure.
I wonder how long that's been there.
Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
Uh-oh. What's up?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
But he told us to wait. What was Jane going to tell me just now?
Hey, wait up!
Place of Revelations. I think I need to... Oh, hang on. An achievement. Okay. Right, sorry, Traveler. I'm replacing you. Could bring
Take
Kokiri.
heart. Victory will be ours.
Ooh, we need an Electro person. Right, and Shogun. I feel like bringing Yaimiko.
Whatever would you do without me?
Ah, oh well. Sure, we'll bring Arlecchino. Wow. This is right by the chasm, too. In my mind's eye, we're actually heading into the chasm. And look at these. Who are these guys? I sense some similarities to Enkanomiya also. Oh, hi.
Stabilize!
Hey there!
Laid bare.
Where'd that come from?
Oh, hi.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Alright, this isn't your usual story quest domain. Well, this is an Archon quest after all. Okay, here? Oh yeah. I like the dynamic change in music.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Attack! Hey there!
Oh wow, Navia, you're a beast. Cool. What does that mean? Oh, okay.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
I do not know what I'm doing. Oh.
The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Didn't you set up this place, Dane? Wow. Cool. Ooh, spooky.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the Abyss.
Oh, crap.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Right here, right now, right here. I'm always watching. Right now, right here.
Stabilize!
Overruled.
Attack! That's the way coming at ya!
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
What?
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Leave you here on your own? Will you be alright?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Alright. Dane does have a point. But something still feels off. What am I missing? No. Tell me it's not the sibling. Oh, shoot.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Man.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
I have chills. Wow.
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone.
Why does she hate Dainsleif so much?
I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Okay, what happened?
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
Oh, Paimon can now feel the ley lines. Oh,
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there.
they seem strangely calm.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Wait, I hear something. I did too.
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy.
I thought this was the Traveler, but I don't think it is.
Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Or it might be.
Did you hear that?
Oh, maybe not.
What was that sound just now?
You heard it too, Paimon? It was someone's voice.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Let's kill them. Oh, we're limited. We can't go anywhere beyond this area.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The hilly trails are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Who is this? It's that voice again.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, softly. Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people.
Is that Carabear?
When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put the situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Oh, I thought those were lotuses. So you cannot bring up the map. Okay, NPCs are here.
So many options.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Oh no, what's happening?
Huh?
You don't remember? Things just got even more complicated.
You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say. We should check in with the others first.
You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first.
I'm sure he forgot about him too.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Of course.
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about him? He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Have you seen him recently? Do you know where he went?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Who is this?
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about the disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's far more likely this is related to memories in some way. I need to think carefully. What's really going on? Oh, we're gonna do this whole investigation, yeah. People have forgotten about the missing person. We are presently traversing someone's memories.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now. Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada, no one remembers him, because there's been a change in people's memories. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing. If this person only exists...
Right! Paimon line disturbances, we're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
If we really are in someone's memory, then this is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
implant memories into the minds of others.
Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Implanting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There's no way the new memories could perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. The weakness in the missing person's abilities is... time does not pass within false memories. False memories are easily forgotten. Scenes from false memories will not change. I think the time does not pass as
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original...
Submit.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might... That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
If we consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then the question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer. There is? What would be the obvious answer? It's not Dane. Well, I guess it is Dane.
Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once?
Oh, okay. Whose memory is this place? It could be a Tosa.
The color of the sky. We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory.
Let's go to the tree.
Yeah, that's where they'll be!
Oh, wait. Who's the guy? I do not know this person.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? it's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Ooh.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
Very sus.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
He has that star shape in his pupil.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
We finally found him, but why does he look kind of familiar? Is this supposed to be Danes' brother? I don't know.
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
She likes him.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
You're... Oh, is he Caribert? Factoring in the memories, the Abyss Order, the Loom of Fate, and everything else, I need to think of the one person that can connect all of this together. I do think it's Caribert Alberich.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate. You're Caribert Alberich.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw... the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Oh. What is this? I've gone all quiet. I've gone all quiet. I'm caught in the suspense. Oh, here we go. Where are we? Is this the place I was talking about? The proof of existence. Can we walk on the water? Yeah. Okay. What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all, as you well know.
You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Caribert as I can. What exactly happened to you? What exactly is the Loom of Fate? Ooh. What would I rather learn? Although, it's probably inconsequential what I choose. What is the Loom of Fate? I think that has the greater implication for the grand scheme of things.
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Loom of Fate. But, despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate.
Carabear is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories.
As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was the source of your ability to implant memories?
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Carabear through the half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself to all the residents of Vimara Village. But why did you implant memories of yourself into the people of Vimara Village? True.
That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
But you did.
As if I had a chance at life.
Oh. So that's why I would never have guessed. But is there any kind of meaning to this? Does only existing in people's memories really count as living?
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa.
Oh.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
In the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Conria back then. You know, everyone is looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, Your existence was a great comfort to them. Fair play. They all believe you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Uh-oh. Settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
What? The Loom of Fate is already complete? That means the eye of the first field tiller must have fallen into the hands of the Abyss. Could something have happened to Dane?
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
But Dane never handed me the eye.
That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Wait, does that mean he gave Dane a false memory? You made him think that. When?
Before you two entered that false location.
Huh? Oh, that's when he kind of glitched.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
So when Dane froze up back then, it was because a false memory was being implanted in his mind. No wonder.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Dane had the eye this whole time, until the Abyss Order took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. Now that the Loom of Fate is complete, what are you planning on doing with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory, after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
So the thing that caused the hilichurls to calm down back then was Carabear's story. So that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do with it was to offer the Hill Churls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Oh, cutscene.
Looks like I was too late to see Caribear one last time. Caribear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
Well, this is nice.
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I almost can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What exactly are you planning?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the Heavenly Principles awaken.
The Heavenly Principles are still asleep?
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes? Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
You really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Caribear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist. Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space.
Oh, come on.
With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Man, that kind of bums me out.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
He never changes, does he? I'm having trouble thinking straight right now. Okay. I'll relay my thoughts after the quest is done.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? What a score!
I guess our commission is complete then. The missing villager, the person who only existed in people's memories, was Kari Bear all along. But now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villagers.
Well, what happened after that?
After that... I can't seem to remember. Maybe I'm just tired? I feel like something else happened, but why can't I remember? I'm not sure why, but it almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
So that's how Caribert said his goodbyes. That was the last memory he gave them.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Caribert. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
That is a unique name. Make sure you remember it this time.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Caribert left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Caribert is gone. The loom of fate is now complete, and no one else will try to change the villagers' memories.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Oh, wonder what she's feeling.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Caribert now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Maybe he wanted you to forget him. I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him. That's true.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right? Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I?
Oh,
Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Caribert said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Caribert?
Right. What was it that happened? I can't remember. Huh? It feels like there's something in my pocket.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
Oh. You must get along with each other, the two of you. Okay, I have some thoughts. I like the Archon quest. That's clear. It was a nice story, but it didn't progress the overall tale of the traveler and his search for his sibling as much as I would have liked. I mean, we've at least when it comes to that, we're pretty much right back to where we started, from all the way back to the beginning of, or the end of Liyue, really. It's, yeah.
Traveling to other worlds
But it was a nice story.
It
was a nice tale.
these days.
I liked it.
Goodness knows what they find so disappointing about their own life.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, do I feel like farming? Kinda don't. But yeah, so I don't know. When the two travelers actually finally got face to face, I was excited. I got chills. Not since we will be reunited, those feelings started coming back, but in the end, I don't know. It feels like it's too safe. You know what I mean? It's as if the writers felt like we want to progress the story, but kind of go back to the status quo anyway. But yes, the real significant thing is whatever the Loom of Fate is, it is completed. It cost Caribert his life, and that's it. Dane and Lumine had a bit of a fight and that we didn't get to see. Ether and Lumine had this conversation that they'll never remember. It's yeah. That's how I feel. Like the writers wanted to tell this tale, they wanted to progress the story, but maintain the status quo when it comes to the traveler and his search for his sibling. So yes, that in that aspect, I'm kind of disappointed, but the tale itself was actually kind of cool. I liked it. Kind of sad that Caribert is no longer a factor. You know, he's done his part in this whole thing is over, and we'd been waiting almost a year for what happened to Caribert, and now that we know, it is nice. But it's also over. His part in the tale is done. So, yeah. Anyway, those of you who are still here watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you give me a follow or a like or wherever it is you're watching this, do something. Leave a comment, anything. I'd really appreciate it. What am I gonna do now? Well, we have an achievement. Oh, long way to move. Without your knowledge, Dainsliff crossed swords with your sibling. Cool. Enter Caribert's realm of consciousness. Complete bedtime story. Bedtime story. Yeah, because it's like a dream. What is this? Oh, yeah. Is this available now? It didn't really show up in my quests. Let me just head to my teapot. I don't know. What did you guys think?
This realm is true. If you ever...
Another part of my dailies, this stuff. Alright, Clorand. Where is she? What artifacts can I give her? I'm not sure. But let's see. I can ascend her. Oh, okay. It's a good thing I collected these, even though I don't have what's his face.
Interesting. This is certainly an improvement.
I'll add. Cool. Oh dear, we do have to fight this unicorn thing, the Fontamer unicorn. Ooh. Forgot about these. Let's try her out. I don't really know what she does. Ooh. I like her moveset. She's kind of like a fencer, isn't she? Ooh, I like her movements. She does seem to be the quickest among all the sword users. That was a charge shot. Oh. For a moment I forgot she had a gun.
Into the shadows.
Okay. That was cool. Alright, I'm happy. I got to pull for her. Yeah, even though I wasn't planning to. And I'm happy I got lucky. Let's head to my wishing spot. Let's see if we'll be lucky in the weapon banner. I did wish in the weapon banner already, but I lost the 50-50. But we got some Primogems, I think, so let's see if it's enough to maybe do a 10 pull at least. Oh, no, not at all. We can do a single wish. Or 3 wishes, for that matter. Okay, let's do that. Nope. Ooh! Wrong banner. My goodness. One more. Oh well. Well, we've done 2 wishes on the weapon banner. We have that one fate point. We're at 23 wishes in. Very far from having a guarantee. That's too bad. Let's still go for it. Can't do a 10 pull, but you can do 8. Nope. Oh shoot. Come on now. Oh. Another stringless. 4 more. Maybe we'll be lucky. Nope. Nope. Nope.
In my role as champion duelist, my opinions do not matter. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument to Fontaine's
That's the last
law.
one. You know what she does? Her voice kind of reminds me of the Raiden Shogun. I'll remember this guy. Cool. Alright, I think that'll be it for this stream. It's getting kind of late where I am, so thanks to everyone who dropped by and watched this whole stream. It's a 2-hour stream. It's I didn't expect it to be that long, but it is an Archon quest. Wherever you are, leave a comment and let me know what you thought about the Archon quest. I'd really be interested to hear how other people thought of it. Alright, so stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you again next time. Take care, everyone. Have a great night.